What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. The new Evil Eye support was just announced, and I went over those cards, and I just did a gameplay video for it, but things are like way different now. So, like, one of the new spell cards is like a lot better than I thought it was. So, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what this is. I think every replay I show you, these are just like test hands have E-Telly, because otherwise, like, you're not really gonna have combos. E-Telly is just kind of like, oh, if you have this, it's a great extender. And this is really where the combo part comes in. Otherwise, it's just like normal summon, Surseal, special summon, like go into one of the links and just like pass with like a bunch of hand traps or something. But if you do have E-Telly, you can do some cool stuff. And I'm going to show that to you right now. So I get to search first. Okay, so I can grab, the Basilisk, which is just kind of a free special summon, which is always great. But yeah, if you haven't seen my first video on this or the deck profile, like this is like one of the best like mill decks to have Xiamen in, which is crazy. But the great thing, and I kind of skipped over it fast, so this Foolish Burial is an extender. It also sends Evil Eye Giorgiano. I don't know how to say this, but in any case, because it's an equip spell, which is great, so you send it, right? And then you get to add Evil Eye Selene. Well, what you do is you then banish this card, and then you banish a Evil Eye card, which can be Selene, to search any spell and trap. And then obviously you can just use the Evil Eye Selene and banish Evil Eye Resurrection. The amount of advantage you get off this card is absolutely nuts. Like this card makes the deck like significantly better. But essentially you get another interruption out of it. This is always great because it helps you maybe search follow-up. In this case I did, so another Surseal, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I mean, this deck, the little Xiamen engine is incredible. I don't know why more decks don't do this. Essentially, you get to mill, get a bunch of advantage, and then you get to make a right gate. So it's just really cool. So this card is the new one. And like, they're not done revealing the support like they can't be. Because it lets you, during your opponent's turn, quick effect, link summon an Evil Eye, and then it gets to use like equip spells. So I know there's 100% sure there's new support coming out other than the ones they've announced, because there's no reason like that you would want to link summon during your opponent's turn. First of all, the two links that are out now, they have to have Evil Eye Selene. These don't automatically equip. So there would be no point in link summoning during your opponent's turn. My guess is that there's going to be a 4. That's going to be my guess. Hopefully a new 3 and hopefully a new 2. Well, this one's okay. It's a target monster effect negate. So, which is kind of interesting. So I can protect Evil Eye Selene, which is always nice. So yeah, I think this is the setup that is kind of like run of the mill. Which, first of all, this is pretty good. So I do have a spell and trap negate that cannot be negated no matter what. I do have a quick effect monster negate. I have a quick effect special summon monster destruction, and a spell. And eventually, this card is going to do something crazy. So, like, this would be a link 4 or a link 5, right? Because it says you can use Evil Eye equip spells you control as monsters. If it said, and then you can re-equip them from the graveyard, like, this card would be different. And I would be like, oh, maybe there isn't new support coming out. But, yeah, I feel like you have to be pretty happy. Especially if the new link is, like, really good. Then this end board, obviously, is pretty nuts. At least for a deck like Evil Eye. Like, I think this is all you can ask for when you're playing a casual deck. So we'll go over all of them. They're going to look really similar. So like I said, I think E-Telly is in all of these test hands. So this is obviously very good. I'm starting off on a good level. So I can do Emergency Teleport, Xiamen. The best thing about this deck, and the reason that this engine works so well, is cards like this. Like, you can like mill through so much of your deck. Like, you're sending so many things to the graveyard. This can send a card to the graveyard as well. This can search, so you thin out your deck. So then the chances of you milling something amazing like go up significantly. That's why I like playing this. So yeah, I can go ahead and send an extra copy of Evil Eye Selene. I can send Giorgiano, search a card, add it back to my hand, or set it, and then I can go ahead and equip it, and then I can use this effect to protect, which is awesome. So at first I was kind of like, man, this card's not that great, but it is a free extender. It's a 3, and when it comes back, it protect Evil Eye Selene. So this card can't be targeted, destroyed by card effects, or by battle. And now this card is, can't be destroyed. So they'd have to send Evil Eye of Selene off the board in order to get rid of it. Can't be too mad at that. I mean, Nightmare Unicorn, if your opponent's spending that much resources just to get rid of Evil Eye Selene, knowing like there's one also in your graveyard, it probably wouldn't be worth it. But yeah, this is one of the best threes. It's basically a monster negate, so on some level, it's just the same thing as the Link monster. But I didn't have access to 2 Evil Eye of Selene, just 1, so this is going to have to make do. Now, if the new Link is good, if they announce like a few of them, obviously this combo line might change, but for now, this is just, it's okay. It's a quick effect monster negate. Now I can use Foxy Tune, bring out Deer Note. You do take 500 damage for the rest of the turn after you use this card for non-Evil Eye cards, but it ain't that bad. So yeah, normally you get to, I just got to add a free interruption. So I have a spell negate, a monster negate on the field, quick effect, special summon, destruction, imperm, a spell and trap negate that can't be negated, and effect veiler. So a lot of diverse interruption too, which is always great. That's what makes these end boards way better. Like, is this the best end board ever? No, but if your opponent has Dark Ruler or more and they can't fight the interruption, well, obviously you have like way more interruption than just through Dark Ruler or more. Okay, there's a few more, but I think these are pretty yeah. I'll go quickly through these. Field Spell is pretty good. It works well with Surseal, right? Because you have to destroy something with this card, so that you can destroy this and then just add like a monster back to your hand. The archetype is like not like badly made, surprisingly. I do like to play cards like Triple Tactical Talents in here. Like, there's plenty of parts where your opponent would want to hand trap you, obviously. Let's see what I grab off the top here. There we go. In this case, I got to add an extender. This was Basilisk. Then I can bring this out, special summon, dump something. Evil Eye Selene can go ahead and set. I can now protect it with the Catoblepis. And then probably go into Cystidia King again. So, same end board. It's like very consistent. If you see some of the same cards, you're going to end with a lot of good stuff. And this, you're probably almost always going to have this card. Which I guess it can start Dark Ruler or more too, if you really wanted to. So this is the last one I'll do, but I really like this one because it looks like there's 2 bricks in your hand. Like, this card's just not very good. Like, as an actual equip spell, it's used as a searcher mostly. So you want this to be in the graveyard, and you want this to be in the graveyard, obviously. You can't really do anything with this unless it's in the graveyard. So I'm going to go ahead and search Surseal, which is great. Emergency Teleport can come out, and then I can search, Foxy Tune. Foxy Tune can discard, so I do get the Jorginho into the graveyard, which is awesome. And now take a look at this. I can go ahead, and this card lets you search a, spell and trap by discarding one of your Evil Eye cards. Well, there you go. So the 2 bricks in my hand I've now used, and actually it was like kind of good that they're in my hand. I got advantage off of discarding them. This helps me search the new card. Pretty awesome. Lets you add any Evil Eye card. This is really like an Omni Searcher. Again, I can grab an extender. I can special summon this now, special summon there, dump an extra copy of something, and then I can set Evil Eye of Selene. Equipping here, protecting there. As you can see, just every time you have this, like, you're pretty much always going to have the same end board. And again, like, or I said lastly, okay, you have Basil Trice. So this card can obviously special summon itself. And I'm going to be able to link summon during my opponent's turn. At least I'll link 3, right? This is 1, 2, and 3 for itself. And I guess you could probably use the Cystidia King too. But you probably wouldn't want to do that. Plus, on top of that, right, you have Evil Eye Retribution, which is spell and trap negate that can't be negated. And then you also have Mesmerism. These card names are wild. Which lets you take your opponent's special summon monsters. So, yeah, that is a cool little look at the new Evil Eye support. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Other than that, that's going to do it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.